Roger Stone was at the center of the Russiagate hoax, a media made scandal. We all know that now. It was designed to take down President Trump and silence the people who spoke out. Roger was raided, smeared, prosecuted, not for lying, but for refusing to lie. And yet he's still here, still fighting for truth. Joining me now is longtime political advisor, writer, strategist, and man of faith, Roger Stone. Roger, it's good to have you back.
Man, it's great to be back with you again. And it is only through the grace of God. And I stand here as living proof that Jesus Christ and faith can do anything whatsoever.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that, Roger. I know your faith got you through this scandal. The media is still calling it Russiagate, but it was a setup from day one. What is the real agenda behind that hoax? I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you think otherwise, I think this is spiritual warfare. You were onto the truth and they didn't like it.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. So when they lost the 2016 election, they couldn't admit that they had lost an honest election. And now, thanks to the enormous courage and capabilities of Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, we have absolute, stone cold, declassified proof that there was a seditious conspiracy to undermine Donald Trump based on a completely false narrative that he had been elected president with the assistance of Russian intelligence. And we now know this was based on two pieces of fabricated evidence, the so called Steele dossier, which was a fake report that was paid for by Hillary Clinton and falsely claimed that Donald Trump, while visiting Moscow as a private businessman, had dallied with Russian prostitutes. It was a complete fraud. And then the secondary fake claim was that the Democrat National Committee had been the target of an online hack by Russian intelligence. And that's also false. There's no evidence to prove that. And now they are completely exposed. Now, you're right. The fake news media tries to continue as if none of this has happened, or to claim that the stunning information put forward by Tulsi Gabbard is unproven or somehow contentious when it isn't. The good news is that we heard today that Attorney General Pam Bondi has authorized a federal prosecutor to put this evidence in front of a grand jury, and there are people who are going to be held accountable. Whether Barack Obama, who clearly has now been proven to be the centerpiece of this seditious conspiracy, can be prosecuted is a debatable question. The Supreme Court decision regarding presidential immunity may shield him, but we also have absolute proof that Hillary Clinton knew about this plan and she approved it prior to be putting into place. So she could certainly be prosecuted. The CIA director, John Brennan, really the guy who orchestrates all this, forces the Steele dossier into the president's intelligence briefing in order to use it to rationalize the FISA warrants that were used to spy on President Trump and his campaign. Also used to rationalize the appointment of a special counsel, Robert Mueller, who arrested me in January of 2017, pardon me, 2018, at 6 o'clock in the morning, when my home was swarmed by 29 heavily armed FBI agents wearing full SWAT gear, night goggles, brandishing M4 assault weapons. When Shemaine, all they had to do was contact my lawyer and tell him that I was being charged, but instead they staged this raid with CNN just conveniently 25 feet from my front door. And it was a very difficult time for me and my family. As you know, we lost everything: my home, my
Yeah.
savings, my insurance, my car, even to sell my electric guitar. That was really painful, just to
Oh,
pay my legal
no.
just to pay my legal bills.
Oh,
But
no.
as in the Bible, where Job lost everything because he refused to turn on the Lord, everything was returned to him sevenfold. And
Mm.
I'm working very hard, but the Lord has blessed me and my family, and we are on the comeback. Country's on the comeback, and I think thanks to President Trump and the wise appointment of Tulsi Gabbard, the truth has now been completely and totally exposed.
Well, it's been exposed, Roger, but here's what the word on the street is. When I talk to friends, and you've probably heard this as well, we want the truth. We know that it's being exposed, but do you think that Americans are going to finally get the truth and get an apology out of mainstream media? Now we're seeing even the DJ in New York, Howard Stern, got canceled. Uh, so many people are getting canceled. This is good, a step in the right direction. But where's the repercussions to you?
Well, all I really want here is justice. All I want to do is to see a recalibration of the system of justice so we don't have a two-tiered justice system. Like General Flynn, like President Trump, yes, I'm a victim, but I'm not interested in retribution or revenge. I am interested in making sure that those who perpetrated this hoax, not just on me, but on the entire country, are held accountable. And if a grand jury in Florida, because remember, this is an ongoing conspiracy, and therefore the raid on President Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago is connected to this entire conspiracy. That allows the evidence to be heard by a grand jury in the state of Florida. It could involve indictments in the state of Florida, trial in the state of Florida. That's what I would like to see. The media will have to cover that. There's no way they can not cover it as much as they might like to try. Just like they try to say that Tulsi Gabbard's stunning revelations are questionable. There's nothing questionable about them. These people are busted. We have the proof. It would stand up in court. It'll stand up in front of the grand jury. Now I'm very happy to hear that the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, is going to do her duty and take these crimes to a grand jury so that those responsible can be charged.
I hope so. But what would you say to Americans who are speaking out? I know two in particular, one who got literally poisoned, Roger, and another one, and me, I'm banned, completely banned on TikTok, and I got hacked on Facebook and all my social media. What would you say to people who are trying to speak out and they feel that they've got that same target on their back, not as big as yours, but how can you give them any confidence or faith moving forward?
Well, Shemaine, you and I are in the same club because to this day, I'm banned for life on Facebook. I'm banned for life on Instagram. I'm banned for life at YouTube. I'm very grateful to Elon Musk to have my voice back on X, formerly known as Twitter. I was banned on 2017 on Twitter. They took away my voice. They never even explained why. I had 980,000 followers. When I was reinstated a little over a year ago, I had 25,000 followers. I have systematically built back my following up to about 870,000. By the way, I'm Roger J. Stone Jr., Roger J. Stone Jr. I'm verified there. Now, there's a bunch of Roger Stones on Facebook, but none of
But
them are male.
there's only one real Roger Stone. Roger, I got to leave it there. Thank you so much for fighting for America, standing up for truth, and for your faith. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining
God
me.
bless you. Thank you for having me. God bless you.
God bless. Okay.